appropriate thing to do. And you know, 30 years is amazing when you think about it. I tried to do a little bit of research and say, what's the odds of this getting done? Can't you hear me, Joe, or is that just you as an old man not being able to hear me?
Well, I can't hear you either, but I'm sure you get that.
Do you want me to repeat everything I said?
No.
You can start from where you are. I'll adjust.
I wasn't listening either, so I have no idea. Yeah, I'm amazed by what she's been able to accomplish, and I tried to do a little bit of research. I went to a couple websites. The SBA keeps a lot of data, but they only keep it for 15 years. They don't expect anything to go beyond 15 years. And at the end of 15 years, according to that website, only 25% of the companies that started out at the beginning of those 15 years are still there at the end. So I'm figuring at 30 years, it's got to be single digits anyway. So I applaud you for everything. I've been there for most of this, so I've seen, you know, the pain and the glory and everything that goes with it. But I must say, this is the most steadfast woman that I think I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh, he loves her.
All right, that's enough of that. I was going to say something nice, but I'm not going to bother. I have here a letter from the governor. And this says it better than anything I could. Anyway, this is to Barbara from Governor Corbett. It is my pleasure to join with your friends, family, and colleagues to congratulate you on the 30th anniversary of your consulting firm, Chance Management Advisors. Since its inception in 1984, Chance Management Advisors, a woman-owned business in Philadelphia, has pioneered the way as a leading firm in the area of transportation, parking, and access management. This guy knows what he's talking about.
He's got my phone. Yes,
He didn't offer a contract. He just 3 decades of success is certainly a testament to it's just very small.
You want these glasses?
No, I can't. Access management needs of our world. I commend your firm for its service and contributions to our Commonwealth. It is my hope that Chance Management Advisors will continue to have a strong presence in Pennsylvania and across the globe in years to come. As Governor and on behalf of all Pennsylvanians, I'm pleased to congratulate Chance Management Advisors on the occasion of its 30th anniversary. Please accept my best wishes for an enjoyable memorable celebration. And continued success in the future. Joe, by the way, none of this was possible without the most unusual group of associates I've ever seen in my life. But Joe, Bob, Cindy, Chris, wherever he is, Ann, and then a bunch of graduates here. You know, I saw Barbara and Annie, and
Max.
Whatever.
Jared.
I frankly thought some of them had been institutionalized by now, but it is a really interesting group of people. Spending time with them is pretty spectacular. But Joe, you have the floor.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. Walt actually asked me to say a few words at this occasion. Barbara is now probably cringing and say that's impossible. He never just says a few words. My name is Joe Schuley. I've been working with Barbara for the last 13 years and 4 months on Saturday. Not that I'm
6
counting.
days, 2 hours, and 4 minutes.
I'm part of the happy band of warriors here at Chance Management. I'm proud to be so. I've had the occasion to go to about 20 conferences or so with Barbara, industry conferences, and literally, I don't know that there's anybody who is treated with more respect. That this lady is one of the top, most respected people in the parking and transportation industry in the country. And so, with that, it's like that old E.F. Hutton line. You know, when Barbara speaks, people listen. From everybody from university presidents on down to company presidents.
Walter, very Bob.
Barbara a lot of times wished that we would listen as much as clients. So I'd also like to thank not only Walt for putting this together, but Cindy Harker, our assistant, who without Cindy, none of this would have been possible as well. Cindy. So Cindy, we have a little presentation for Barbara. All right. Barbara, you will. It's a little memento of our esteem.
Am I going to open this now?
Yes.
I am? Okay. Joe says I'm opening this now in front of everybody. Knowing this group, this could be dangerous.
Another glass of wine.
Probably.
Where's the bartender?
And can find the wine. Oh gosh. It's a gift certificate. Oh, to La Castagna. Italian restaurant, isn't that unusual? From a Shuli and a D'Alessio, we would have an Italian restaurant. I should open this too, Joe?
Yes.
I'm sorry you're all standing here while I'm opening this gift.
You just started a fire there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cindy. As always, Cindy makes sure things happen right,
Yeah.
including not starting the building on fire. That's beautiful. Gosh, here we are. That's very nice. Underneath it all, it says leader, mentor, and friend. How could you ask for anything else?
So when we get up close and personal on that, you see there's the state flower of Kansas. The state flower with the Liberty Bell. And when we were talking about, what to get, essentially those three words capture Barbara to a T. A leader, a mentor to so many of the folks in this room as well, and most of all, a friend.
All I can say is Walter really knows how to get his revenge for a surprise birthday party. But I must say he did it very nicely. Thank you all so much for coming. It was really great of you to show up and come. As Walter said, this is sort of a combination of colleagues and friends and employees and former employees, all of whom have been so important over the last 30 years. And especially just all the relationships that really don't have so much to do with work, but have to do with what kind of human beings everybody is. And I work with a great set of human beings right now. And on all the people who have worked with us before, like Derek and Annie and Badra and Max, have all been great human beings too. And I've seen a lot of people come and go over the years because young people like Max come and then go off to make millions. And so you hate to see them go, but you're happy to have them go on to better opportunities. And somebody like Derek, who's helping in terms of all the emergencies in the city of Philadelphia. If you want to know why emergencies are handled well, that's one of the people who makes them be handled well. Annie does a lot of auditing with transportation organizations across the U.S. and across the states. Badra has a wonderful software company that provides tremendous software to hospitals and medical institutions. And the folks that work with me, as I mentioned, Cindy makes sure everything happens right. She's our voice to the world and our representative to the world, because a lot of times we're all out of the office somewhere else. Joe is our vice president. He's been with us a long time. He just came a few days after Cindy, so they are really tenacious people who've been here all these years. And is Chris still here? Oh, right there in front of me, Chris
Stand up,
Jericho.
Chris. Oh, you are. Standing up. I'm sorry. I was on the street the whole time.
Tough crowd.
Chris Jericho is an excellent planner and decided he would use those skills in a very weird field of study, which is parking and transportation. And Bob Furness, who has managed huge university systems across the country. It's really interesting. You would think that parking and transportation is a strange field, and it is. But one of the things that Joe was mentioning is that we've had some great opportunities to work in unusual places. Did a lot of work in Beirut and a lot of work in Kuwait and Abu Dhabi, and I probably would have never seen those places if it hadn't been for the field that we are in. A lot of people here are responsible for a lot of pieces of us still being in business after 30 years, and thank you all very much for all the things that you've contributed and all of the friendship that you've shown me over the years. So, Walter, I'm very happy that you decided that you needed to get even, because this is a wonderful evening. Thanks so much.
One thing more. Kate is the best conspirator that I've ever met.
Yes,
God knows what she's doing in the office.